was your weekend?
Well, it was okay. Hung out with some friends. Saw a movie.
Which one?
The new Johnny Depp movie. He is so gorgeous. The gay guys were drooling over him just as much as I was. But that's what I love about my friends. They really know how to recognize true beauty when they see it.
He's not my type.
Oh. Well, inquiring minds want to know, Becky. Who is your type?
No comment. I'm not giving you that top secret information. You dragged me off to see every movie.
Hey, have you seen Chris?
No. Speaking of Chris, how's your new intern working out? Is he lightening your workload at all, or is it just too much work supervising another person?
Oh, yeah, Chris is great. I really appreciate his enthusiasm and, whatever. But, have you seen him around?
I'm sure he'll be here soon.
Well, the rumor mill is grinding again.
What do you mean?
Well, I met somebody Chris knows this weekend.
And?
And they told me Chris is gay!
Really? Did Chris tell you he's gay?
Well, no, but I mean, his clothes, that demeanor, my gaydar is absolutely...
I'm so sorry I'm late.
Oh, hey, Chris, did you have a good weekend? Sure looks like you did.
Hey, Chris, how's it going?
Hey, good morning, Becky. Yeah, actually, it was rather quiet this
Oh,
weekend.
I don't buy that from you.
Coffee, Chris?
You know,
Yes, please.
that is a really nice tie you're wearing. I really love it. Is it new?
Thank you. Actually, it's a few years old. But
Oh.
Thanks. Anyways.
Well, you always dress so well, but I guess you guys all have great fashion sense,
Here you
don't
go,
you?
Chris. I didn't add any cream.
Are you sure you can't work with us into the fall?
Actually, I'm only here till August, and then after that, I got plans of my own.
Pity. This office could really use some lightening up. I've been working on the same project for over 2 hours. I can't believe it's already lunchtime. And it's such a beautiful day outside. Hey! What are you doing for lunch?
I'm just gonna work through lunch. I have way too much to get done. I brought a sandwich.
Oh. I know it's pretty busy around here, but I could really use some fresh air.
Where are you going?
I was thinking about going to that new Mexican place. I've heard they've got great carnitas. Perfect place for something tall, dark, and spicy. And I've heard the food's not bad either. Hey, Chris, would you want to join me?
Amy, stop it.
Actually, I gotta finish this work. I'm gonna go after him.
You're embarrassing him, Amy.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chris. I was just trying to brighten your day. I have been checking out these waiters, and they are seriously hot. I think you'd like them, too. You should come with me. My
Amy,
treat.
would you leave him alone? He's trying to finish the assignment you gave him, and you're trying to hook him up?
Excuse me?
He's our office intern, not your new project.
Can we please?
What?
He may be new here, but you really
Can I say
should show
something?
him the same respect as the rest of us.
Disrespect? How am I disrespecting him? I'm just trying to be kind
Possible
and make him
business.
feel welcome here.
Chris,
You're being
Let me help
rude.
you.
But Chris
What
doesn't
date?
mind.
And how do you know
I
that
gotta
he doesn't mind?
Do you mind, Chris?
Sorry, Chris.
Jeez, I thought you could take a joke.
A joke? Since when is gossiping at work a joke? You are being totally unprofessional right now. I'm gay. Big deal. At least you're the last person to know.
Oh. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were so sensitive. I guess I'll just go to lunch alone then.
Wait, Amy, I'll come with you. Just
No, that's okay. You stay here. I've got my waiters to keep me company.
How you doing? Look, Amy, she means well. She gets ahead of herself sometimes.
Does everyone in this office just talk about people's sex lives?
No.
Or is it just because I'm gay?
Kind words. So now you'll have an opportunity to ask those questions, those probing questions, anything you want to know about the behavior you observed, their motivations, their intentions, their thoughts, their feelings. But before we begin, would I ask you to reintroduce yourself to the audience, please?
Hi, my name's Amy Belcher. I've been working in this office for about 1 year and 3 months here at Cal.
Okay, thank you, Amy.
My name is Rebecca Pearson. I've been working as an administrative assistant in this office for 3 years.
Thank you. Can we call you Becky, too?
Yes.
All right. Hi.
Hello, my name is Chris Silvera, and I've been here for only 2 weeks now. I'm a second year master's student in the Law School of Business.
Great, thank you. What would you like to know? Who has a burning question? What did you observe?
Can you just explain if there's any hierarchy here? Like, is someone
In charge?
the boss, or is someone? It seems like you have more experience, but what is your actual role?
Well, we're actually both, Amy and I are administrative assistants in the admissions office of the night and weekend MBA. We both have the same director of admissions, but I am the senior officer in this particular office.
And then did we hear that you have a supervisory role over Chris?
I do. Chris is my intern. This is the first time I've ever requested to take on an intern, and again, I've only been in this particular position for about 3 months.
So Chris, in answering his question, do you feel as if you're reporting to one or both of these people?
Yes, actually, she is my immediate supervisor, and that's the projects I do come directly from Amy over there.
Okay, thank you. Other questions? Yes.
Amy, you said, I believe, you didn't know he was so sensitive. What did you think about that wording as you thought about it later? Did you wish you said something else?
I mean, not in particular. I really don't think Chris should have gotten so touchy. I really didn't even use any words that I thought were offensive. It was just more implications. So I really thought he was being a little too sensitive. Seemed to be a lot of aggression and overreaction, something that really wasn't that big of a deal.
Too sensitive. You'd seen that I didn't like the conversation, and you kept probing deeper and deeper.
You hardly showed any aggression until the very tail end there, when you just decided to absolutely lose it on me, which, had you given me any direct verbal indicators that you didn't want to talk about it?
I tried to interject, and you two were going back and forth, and she was trying to be Miss Hero or something, and that's probably how this whole thing started. Probably because of you, Becky.
What are you talking about? I was protecting you. I was trying to keep your private life private.
Then how did she know?
Why don't you ask her?
Becky didn't tell me that you were gay, so calm down. I ran into a friend of yours this weekend at a bar,
Who?
Alan, at Rally's, and he just mentioned in passing that you were gay. He probably just assumed that I knew. But you don't need to be mad at Becky. You wouldn't tell your secret.
You know I wouldn't.
Questions? Yes.
When did you find out that Chris is gay, and how did you react to it?
Excuse me?
Oh, when and how did you find out that Chris is gay, and how did you react to it?
I'm not sure if Chris wants me to tell that information. My reaction was, as anyone's should be, it's his business, it's his personal life, and I keep it out of the office. And I am a strong believer that those two things need to be separate. But in terms of where and how, that's personal to Chris, and I will let him tell that if he would like to.
Chris, are you comfortable sharing, answering her question?
Well, I guess now that everybody knows. Actually, it was not during work hours. It was about a week after I'd been working here in the office with Becky and Amy. And I was just out downtown Berkeley here at a bar, and she kind of saw me with another guy, and we were a little bit close, and she saw, and I understood she saw, and we just never really talked about it. Left it at that. Work's work, play is play.
All right, thank you. Do I see a hand back here?
Yeah, it seemed like Becky was really trying to be an ally for Chris and come to his rescue. But Chris, it seemed like you almost took offense to that, and I was wondering, did you feel like she was patronizing you or something along those lines, or what brought along that kind of negative reaction to her seeming attempt to be an ally?
Well, my perspective kind of changed because I thought she kind of let go of my identity.
I told you.
Yeah, I thought she was gossiping behind my back, and so I was offended at that more so than anything. The her kind of being in my corner, so to speak. I mean, I appreciate it, but I can fight my own battles, and I tried to interject in there. I told him just to wait, stop, and then let me speak, and they just going back and forth. And I mean, the phone rang. We have a office to run. I mean, I can't just sit there and not answer the phone. And that's my job. That's what I get paid to do.
Yes.
My question is for Becky. Do you feel partially responsible for how Chris feels? I mean, given that you're the superior in the situation, you could have easily put a stop to Amy's behavior in the office.
Well, if you have a suggestion as to how I could have easily put a stop to it, I was trying to put a stop to it. I was trying to stop her before she said anything detrimental in the situation. Apparently, Amy didn't get training on how to work in an office situation with other people. I mean, I think that's basic human conduct, just social conduct, not to bring those things up. Maybe there was something else I could have done. And maybe I will have to take other action afterward. Maybe I'll have to talk to my superior.
Yes.
Amy, was there an event or anything that made you feel comfortable enough to address this with Chris?
Well, I mean, no, not in particular. But Chris is new here, and he has been a little more reserved. And I didn't know if he was being so reserved because Becky is really stiff and not fun. So I didn't know if he was being like that because he felt that claw, that pressure from her.
I'm not some chameleon, Amy.
What's that?
I'm not some chameleon just to mold to someone else. I'm my own person.
We're the Haas School of Business, for Christ's sake.
Oh, thank you, Captain
Show some
Obvious.
professionalism.
But yeah, so I didn't know if he was acting that way because he felt that pressure from Becky or if he wanted to be in a more comfortable work environment. I personally like it when I'm a little closer to my coworkers. It makes the day go by a little faster, makes your work a little more pleasant. Time passes pretty slow working with Becky.
Amy, this isn't Victoria's Secret.
Yeah.
I know that, in Victoria's Secret, personal life was a little bit more divulged than it is here, but here we actually like to be professional, and there's a difference between confidentiality and personal information.
Okay, well,
Talking
Chris is
about your
a
weekend
big
is one
boy.
thing.
Chris is a big boy. He can tell me whatever he wants to tell me or not. I mean, you have no problem keeping your mouth shut
Right,
about things.
exactly.
Okay, well, that
That's
doesn't mean I
right.
have to have that same kind of
I am
relationship
a big
with Chris.
boy.